And we live. Hey, welcome to another episode of Easy Sports. And today I'm joined by Shavar.
Guys,
Mudise,
how's
what's
it?
up, gentlemen?
All
Kosi
good,
for life.
X. All good.
Nah, Pirates.
Not all
Kosi
good,
for life.
but we pretend.
Uh,
Shiva, what do you support? Kaiser Chiefs or Orlando Pirates?
I support Liverpool Football Club.
Oh my
ah,
God. Oh
God.
my God.
So
Oh my God.
I actually support Maritzburg United.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
because
Okay.
I'm from
All
there,
right.
but don't ask me anything about the football club.
All right. They lost on the log, so I can tell you
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
I
it.
mean,
Just
if
putting
I
it
look
out there.
if I look at the town compared to all the other towns that all the other clubs are from, I can understand why. Like for me,
Nah,
it's an achievement that we're in the top division.
Oh,
football
yeah.
is football, my man. But anyway, not the topic for the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, not the topic for the day. Guys, of course, today we are having our therapy session. We are discussing what went down on Sunday morning. And yeah, man, I'll start off uh with you, Shavar. Because I mean I spoke to Modise yesterday. He's had his airtime. Now it's just on your end. Like you warned me. Shavar is
I
one of the
warned you.
few
I
people
warned you.
when Modise was busy gassing me up,
I know my team.
we've got
I know
this.
my team. We don't
Yeah,
know. We don't.
yeah, yeah. You can go, bro.
We look. Like honestly, I don't really know T20 cricket that much. It's not. I don't even like T20 cricket, right? But it's South
Come on.
Africa in the World Cup, dude. Tests for me. That's. I
Yeah.
know you might
Yeah.
Yeah,
think
That's
I'm 50 years old, right?
no,
But
that's cricket. That's
I'm
that's
cricket.
cricket.
That's
yes.
real
That's
cricket.
Test
cricket. Give
cricket
us
is
give
real
us
cricket. T20
yeah.
cricket, like I can do that in the backyard. There's nothing. There's nothing happening that we didn't do in the backyard growing up. For me, like obviously the players are much better, but it's the same skill set. Like I don't think there's anything. Obviously the pressure is much higher, but yeah, for me, I'm not seeing anything I can't do myself. So um, T20 cricket, not a fan. But yeah, South Africa in the World Cup. Obviously, you're interested. You want your country to do well.
Yeah,
But X, I think I had this conversation with you. It must have been last week. After was it
yeah.
before Pakistan or after Pakistan?
It was before
It was
Pakistan.
before. It was
Yeah.
before, and I'm like, dude, just
Mm,
slow your roll. Just
yeah, you
this is a
did.
Proteas still. Just calm down. And
Yeah.
I mean, the Proteas got a Protea. Like we did it again. We
Hey,
did it again.
Same
yo,
shit, different toilet.
What I
yeah.
don't like though, is now they just getting more creative in doing this. Like,
Nah, bro.
how can you go from that win over India
Yeah.
and then having Pakistan 5 down where they were when they were 5 down,
49 for
and
5, if I recall.
Yeah.
yeah, I think so, something like that, and then
Out,
the next
yeah.
thing you out, and it's India and Pakistan that go through.
Yo,
Uh,
man.
I don't know.
It's
Bro,
heartbreaking.
we are an embarrassment to society. We're an embarrassment, bro. Sure,
Yeah.
cheese.
Jeez.
Um,
Jeez, how you?
and and and
How's
and that's
this?
what frustrates me, man. We
Yeah.
we we went to the Netherlands game. First of all, it was 2 a.m., so you disrespect South Africans. First of all,
Yeah.
I
No, no.
mean, come
You
on. I
should
said to X, I woke up. I woke up at 4 o'clock. It was
go.
112 for 5. I was like, come on. And then the next ball, David Miller was out. I said, come on, guys. There's no way we can. We undermined our opponents. We took them for granted. We lost to the South Africa C team, as I said to X as well yesterday,
Yeah.
which is embarrassing for our nation. We should have at least went out in the last four. Chief, we just needed to win. They had one
Yeah.
job
But
against
doesn't that sound
Netherlands.
like that sounds like 2015? That sounds like 2011. That sounds like 2007.
Yeah.
It's
20 20
2003,
20
99.
no, but 2011 lost four at least.
Yeah.
At least. At least. No, at least.
But
2007 with Graham Smith, lost four. At
yeah,
least. We choked, yes. And last four, you're playing much higher profiled teams. Chief, we lost to Netherlands. I would have rather lost to Zimbabwe, personally,
I
based
mean,
on performance,
yeah,
based on form, and based on what Zimbabwe has delivered in the World Cup, I would have rather lost to Zimbabwe than lose to the Netherlands.
Yeah, fully agree, man. Fully agree with you, Moody. Say like I'm just surprised, you know. And as well, when you look at our bowling attack, I was watching the extended highlights. I didn't wake up at 2 a.m. Fuck no, not on a Sunday, bro. Like for me, Sundays are days where it's the day where I hibernate. But when I watched the extended highlights, I noticed how our fast bowlers were getting hit left, right, and center, bro. Like, you know, I'm not too sure as to what was going on when the Netherlands like fortunate in a sense, but like Rabada, for instance, he didn't even get a
Oh,
wicket.
what
Rabada.
a joke. What a joke.
It's only Nokia, I think, out of our fast bowlers who got
Yeah,
a
yeah.
wicket,
Yeah, Nikhil
which
was
is
the best.
insane. Isn't that your guys? Like for me, I found that very strange. And your boy Markram Cheese, at least he had.
Hey, you
Delivered
know,
to
Yeah,
expectations.
yeah, yeah,
when
yeah.
we spoke about this last week,
Mm,
and Umdisi Wati, yeah, now he's gonna wake up at 2 a.m. We're gonna go through, and it's going to be a walk in the park.
yeah,
And I'm like, okay, it's fine, really. It doesn't seem like it's something that we're going to lose sleepless nights over.
yeah.
Amazivuka ekuseni ngibone kugcwele orange Facebook. It was just orange,
Fun.
orange. The
Orange, yeah,
whole Twitter as well. And the disappointment for everyone is something that we can't run away from.
yeah.
Our bowling attack was terrible.
Yo,
Um, Gafana, Maharaj,
ish.
Rabada, Gidi, whoever bowled, Parnell, whoever bowled nje,
Ish,
who wasn't Nokia,
yeah.
was terrible. Was terrible. And our batting as well uh, wasn't consistent. Everyone who needed runs from didn't pull anything out the hat, and that always caused the problem.
Always. It seems
So I'm
like it's
actually
a
looking
Now,
at the
yep,
scorecard now for the first time, right? Because I
yep,
woke up at like my sleep broke at like up as one, and I saw on my phone South Africa won the toss and chose to field. So I'm like, cool, we're gonna
which
go in there.
let but can we talk about that, Shiva? Can we
I mean,
talk about that?
so okay, for
yep,
me, as I said, I don't really T20. It's not my strength. Like I'm more on the test side, but for me, our strength is our bowling lineup, right? So it,
100%.
I could understand the thinking of get in there, be aggressive, take early wickets, put them on the back foot early, and our bowling lineup's the best chance to do that. So I'm like, okay,
I
fine, cool. And then I went back to sleep. Then I wake up at like 7 and I see all my friends who support India sending me messages, asking me what's happening, asking me what nationality is Van Dyke. And I'm like, what's going on here? I checked the score and I'm like, nah. And I went back to bed and I didn't want to even think about cricket after that. So
right.
now,
But,
for the first time, I'm looking at the scorecard and I'm like,
can I go back? Can I
Those
go back
guys
to the
put in Van
toss?
Dyke, man. Those guys are terrible.
Can I go back to the toss? Can I go back to the toss?
yeah,
It's a game that mattered. It's a game we needed to win. And yes, we were the stronger team on paper. The expectation was for us to lead. And, first of all, the Australian conditions suit our players, they suit our playing style, especially our pace attack. So for me, at that point, to put to pile scoreboard pressure, we had to bat first, Chief. We saw what scoreboard pressure did to us. And
mm,
even if you look at all the other teams that needed to win, when they won the toss, they went into bat. Why? To pile scoreboard pressure. So, yes, our bowling attack is our strong point, but that could have come with added scoreboard pressure because their batsmen knew that we just need to just go in there, man, and just hit that damn ball. And once they realized that they had already taken two key critical wickets of QDK and Riley, they knew that they had a chance to win it. They knew it. They knew it. And remember, for them, what matters was the ranking, was the 2024
Oh,
World Cup
so
last
so
yeah,
date
so
as well.
so Mlisa, you're already saying that if those two guys are out, your boy Makram, who you told us is this high-rated guy
Man, I didn't
is
mention
not gonna score enough runs to
Hey.
win us a game. So you coming back now, and I mean,
Oh, this guy hates
it's criminal.
Markram,
What
bro.
is it's criminal, man. You can't last week come and say our best batsman in T20 is Markram, but you
Listen
telling
to
us
what I
against
said.
the Netherlands we lose
Listen to
Riley
what
and
I
the
said.
Cock, and we're in trouble. We still have Miller.
No. Mamela, I'm saying to you that Netherlands mentality changes when you lose two dangerous batsmen early in the game. I'm telling you, nobody was worried about Timber. Nobody was thinking about Timber. Everybody was thinking about Riley. They were thinking about QDK, Markram, and Miller. So if you lose two at what was the score at the time?
Markram's always debatable, my friend. I always tell you, Markram's always debatable.
I think there's a player in
Cock,
there.
21 for 1. 21 for 1, you lose to Cock. 39 for 2, you lose Timber. Riley, 64 for 3. Aiden, 90 for 4. You know you have
But
a
hold
chance
on,
at that point.
hold on. At
It
64 for
changes the
3,
trajectory.
at 64 for 3, we now have less than 100 runs to chase. So
Yes.
Yeah.
And we have
at
Markram
that
and
point,
Miller.
we should still and
yep.
Markram and Miller. I'm with cheese on this, right? I'm with cheese on this. My biggest problem with Markram is he doesn't like to take responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He likes to come up, express himself, and be that guy, that
We're winning the
luxury
game.
player. Yes.
It's we need nice 20 runs or 30 runs at the end.
Yes.
Markram
Yes.
comes in, he
And he's
shines.
brilliant
Modise
at that,
posts
right?
him tomorrow. Modise posts his pictures all over his social media, and all of a sudden we have to. In fact, this guy, I want you. You see, he's probably this highly
Markram
rated
must just
T20 batsman.
apologize to Cheese for whatever he did. He must just
Although
come
saying
and
that, right?
apologize.
His fielding as well was questionable in this tournament.
Oh, it was dismal.
Very questionable in this tournament. And if you're not scoring runs consistently as a batsman, hey, you need to pay us in the field, dude.
Yeah.
You need to pay us in the field. I know Rabada was bowling terribly, but in the field he was our best.
He was
fielder
amazing.
by far.
Yeah.
And Stubbs took
Although,
a couple of key good catches. So
I think there's bigger problems than Markram in this team.
Yeah, Stubbs another problem, and he played every game.
Okay, fine, right?
Well, except
But
the last
Stubbs, I'll give him the excuse that he's young. I'll give him. I think he needs to. I think he needs to leave the team.
Sorry,
I think he needs to leave the team. No. I don't want him. I don't want him starting, right?
No.
But what I'm saying, he must leave the team. He mustn't be in the 11. Let him go play some franchise cricket. Get his confidence back up. Maybe bring him back in after 2 years. That type of thing. But I don't want him to be a fixture in the team anymore.
Stubbs is a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, I mean,
Stubbs
we were better off.
Let him go back to franchise. Let him prove himself.
And
if he doesn't prove him, look, if he proves himself, I want him back.
No, I like Brevis.
We'd rather risk Brevis.
Take out Stubbs. Maybe start bringing Brevis in. But hold on, where's Rassi? Is Rassi?
He's injured. He's injured.
Okay,
right.
If Rassi
and Modise does this,
Modise
did that because he doesn't like Rassi. He did this because he doesn't like Rassi.
I like Rassi.
And Rassi starts.
Is he in the team?
Yeah, Rassi's in the team. Every team. Test, T20, one day. Rassi's in every single team.
So that's.
And does he deliver?
That's the easy. That's the easy one, right?
Rassi definitely.
Better than Markram, nah.
No, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
So okay, let me tell you what I think the difference though is, right?
Sorry, Shiva.
I think 64 for 3. I'd rather have Rassi batting with Miller than Markram batting with Miller.
Yep. And Modise as well.
150 for 3. I'd rather have
take
Markram batting with Miller than Rassi batting with Miller.
I'll take that as well. That's a valid point.
I'm saying the first change, Stubbs out, Rassi back in.
Yeah,
but
right?
no. But then that changes the whole thing, because you must remember
that does change the whole thing.
It's based on how they line up. So first of all, based on what I read earlier today, that there's a couple of people who are going to retire from white ball cricket, and I assume QDK is one of them because he's just that guy, and Temba. Temba, I think, will step down from T20. I mean, there's been a lot.
Okay, good.
So definitely you'd open with Riza and probably Riley, right? You'd bring in Rassi at 3. You'd bring in Cheese's boy, Markram, at 4.
Yes.
You'd leave Miller
We love
at
that guy.
5. You'd leave Miller at 5. I would bring Diervald at 6. Brevis at 6. I'd bring Janssen at 7 as our all-rounder.
So that's my point number 2, but I'll let you finish.
Him or Pretorius at 7. You'll leave Maharaj probably at 8. KG at 9. Lungi and Eindrich at 10 and 11. So you can't, Stubbs for me, he's a one-hit wonder. He came once, he hit all those 60s, he scored 72. The whole world was screaming. He was the most expensive. He was the most expensive guy bought at this SAT20 nonsense. But he's given us nothing.
Don't write him off. I'm just saying don't write him off.
Chief, I watched him. Shiva, I watched him in the 100. Him in the 100.
Is the 100 even
nothing? Chief, it's pretty similar to T20.
Oh, same skill set. Okay,
it's similar to T20.
Cool.
He gave us nothing. Then I watched Diervald in the IPL.
Yeah.
I'm sure you did. Killed it.
Yeah.
Diervald under 19 Cricket World Cup. Killed it. Diervald now in the CSA T20 challenge. He scored the highest runs in history of local cricket.
Oh, he's the guy they named Baby de Villiers.
Bro.
Yeah,
that guy hits the ball off the damn park.
Cool. But now, so my question is, right? Okay, Temba, I love him in the test side, and I think he's a good captain. I honestly think we beat India. I think we beat India because Temba's captaincy was better than Rohit's, right? But he's got to take flack for Pakistan. He's got to take flack for Netherlands, right? And he's got to take flack for his performances. So I kind of want Temba.
I just kind of disagree.
I think he's okay, but also another thing is after every World Cup previously, when we've done what we've always done, our captain has stepped down, right? Smith stepped down in 2011, AB 2015, I think Faf 2019. Could be wrong on that. And again, I'm speaking ODIs because I don't really follow T20 cricket. So Temba's got to also be a man and take it and say, guys, this one's on me, right? He can probably still earn his place back, but I don't, not in T20. I don't want to lose him in the test game.
Maybe he shouldn't be playing T20. But should we really just pile all of this on Temba, guys?
No.
Should all of this just be on Temba? And that's what's been happening just all over social media, all over the net. Someone wrote that we were knocked out of the 2021 World Cup and the 2022 because of Temba. Fuck no. But, Temba, didn't perform for the last 8 games or whatever. I'll give that to him. But against Pakistan, he was probably our best batsman. Against Netherlands, he gave a decent knock, but it's not enough.
It's not enough, right? So what I'm trying to say is he needs to go from T20, but that shouldn't affect anything to do with his tests and his ODI game, right? Leave him in there, leave him as captain, vice captain, whatever he is. But I don't want to see him in tests anymore. We have an able replacement in Riza. Let's just get Riza in. Start from now for the next World Cup. Give Riza the minutes. Give him the game time. Let him get his eye in person, right?
Clearly, there's something wrong with Riza then Shiva. If he's not getting game time when guys like Stubbs can play the whole tournament. So I think
look, it's not a like for like. Just for me, right? So
but what I'm saying, guys, what I'm saying is, guys, and it's a discussion that we had last time with Modise. In T20 cricket, right? This thing of saying you have a specific position that you bat and it's T20 cricket. You switch heat. Everything is different here. You switch heat. We'll take our number 7. We'll bat him. It's a new way of playing cricket, right? And ideally in South Africa, we need to be as positive and forward thinking as other countries. Let's have our guys who want to score run. Let's have guys who are free scoring.
So what's more positive and forward thinking than opening with Riza and Quinny?
That's not my problem. Remember, I was speaking to Modise last week, and he was telling me that Miller can never bet up the order.
Yeah, I also
Said
don't want
Miller
Miller
can.
up order.
You see,
No,
that's what I'm saying.
but for
That
different reasons, right?
why,
But for different reasons. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you
It's a
why.
short. It's already a short format game, right?
I'll tell you
If
why,
we
right?
have,
Because
if we have, okay, no, I'm just gonna explain. If we have
okay,
most of our power hitters and guys who can hit the ball in the power play overs, you know Surakama Yadav. You know what that guy does to other teams if they get the first two guys out and he comes in.
What number does he
He's
bat?
not.
What number does he bat? He's a 4.
He's
And
coming
he
in at,
doesn't
yeah.
move.
He's batting at 4. He's
He
batting at 4,
doesn't. Miller's at
right?
5. Miller's at 5, Chief. Miller
Because
came,
that's where Cody's
Miller
at
is
10.
essentially
Cody's always
batting
been
at
at that.
4 the way that Timber's been playing. So let's
Chief,
just
Miller came in early against the Netherlands. He came in early against the Netherlands.
Yeah, but he's batting with Markham, and it's not ideal.
Yeah.
so why I think Miller should stay at
We
5.
just spoke about it. We spoke about like 5 minutes ago, dude. I can't believe we forgot it. Like 5 minutes ago, we were just speaking about that he was batting with Markham,
Markham must
right?
apologize to you for what he did.
So
Personal letter. DM you
I
on
agree with
Instagram.
Shiva. I agree with Shiva. We need to go attacking. And of saying Temba must be there, it's fine. Just like we agreed, Temba needs to hand down the reins. He had a tough tournament, take it on the chin, continue where he's good at. Right?
Mhm.
Give someone else a chance. Give young guys. Let's chuck them in there. Guys who wants to score runs, guys. Let's be proactive in starting to build teams that are going to dominate world cricket. Now we're always holding on to what is, and all of those people are the people who are making us lose the big tournaments because they're still carrying that fear and that choke mentality that they have.
Yeah. So then,
Yeah.
quick question to you guys. You're saying we must go young, right? Cheese. So are you guys? Do you guys have the patience to? Of course, when we go young, it means that there's a possibility of us not performing.
What is the
No, but-
Proteas one, Kolani? What is the Proteas
but-
one?
But I'm just saying, are
We're
you
not
guys
saying
willing?
get rid of. We're not saying get rid of Riley or
Yeah.
Miller or even Rasi.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no,
We're saying have a proper blend. I always think that, and maybe this is just a test match thing. I always think that your batsman at number 6 needs to be the guy that's going to bat at number 3 or number 4 in 4 years' time. Right?
Okay,
Like
that's
when
test
Faf was
match,
breaking
yeah.
in, we
test.
batted him at 6. Right?
Yeah.
I think Timber as well. We batted him at 6 because that was the
Yeah.
long-term thinking, right?
Mhm.
So I don't know, like if you can apply the same logic to T20, but I
Not
do agree with you.
necessarily.
Let's put Brevis in at 6, right?
It's a
Just
short
give
format
him
game, guys.
that.
You need somebody that's going to come in the middle, like the Phillips guy from New Zealand.
Yeah.
He's going to come in the middle and cause havoc.
Yeah.
If you bring Miller in early, Miller is not very patient, and the ball is
Yeah.
still swinging. It's very technical, and that's why you have the guys that open in Test cricket batting early in T20 because the ball is swinging very early. The difference with QDK and why he batted lower in Test versus higher in ODI and T20, he's not very patient. He's got the technique,
And also, he's a
but
wicketkeeper.
he's not and he's not patient at all. So he's see ball, hit ball, and that's why he can go out so cheaply because he doesn't wait to understand the timing of the swing. He doesn't wait to let the ball, roughen out a bit before he starts going at it. And same with Riley. They're big hitters.
Yeah,
They
and you know what?
If they get you on the day, Fana, you're
You know
dead.
what
But
you-
if the ball
you
is
know what you-
swinging,
Although when Riley was breaking
everyone's
through,
basically
right?
saying, what I'm hearing, right, is let's just be predictable. Let's make it easy for guys to figure out what we're going to do in a day.
No.
We're going to
There's a
have
difference
this guy's
between
on the
being
batting here.
predictable, right?
So,
And
no,
so the thing
that's
is,
what you
if
guys-
David Miller is your best player and he's playing best at number 5, why change a winning formula? Leave him there. Change what's not working. Don't change what is
no,
working.
we know we take the pace off the ball for Miller. We ball spin, so
Yes.
we save our spinners during that period. So captains sit, teams analyze teams. You think the Netherlands was sitting and are like, yeah, no, we know we're going to bowl like this. They're not. They analyze it. They know if our best chance, and another teams will look at it and say, this is how we can beat the teams that we play against, right? And I'm not
Personally,
saying I'm not saying it's predictable, right? I think predictable is maybe too much of a simplistic word, right? But we can change it up. I think we
Chief,
can be done. We have the
personally-
players.
I just think against Netherlands, we should have just opened with Riza. I think that's the one game Riza should have come in.
No, I just think we
Merely
should have batted
because
first, man. I just think we should have.
that's the first point. No, that's
Yeah,
the first point. But I
that's the
also
first.
think had
I think
Riza
that would
come
have.
in, because it's a weaker team, he was going to want to prove why he should play in the last four and make it difficult for the captain, for the coach, for everybody. And definitely he was going to come in with a different approach where the Netherlands wouldn't have planned for him. They had planned for everybody else but him. Then we brought in Heinrich instead of Stubbs. Okay, sure.
Stubbs.
But Riza's a different guy. You have to strategize to be able to bowl against him and study him. And I think he would have been a big difference in that game. So yeah, man, I'm upset, and I think, Cheese, to your point, all teams are predictable. A lot of these teams are playing the same lineup, and they taken the same batting approach. Yes, they switch it up in the middle overs here and there and leave there. And in fact, they actually, it depends on the phase of the game. If it's the 17th over and you lose your first two wickets, then you bring Miller in
Yeah.
earlier. But if it's your what, sixth over, seventh over, you can't bring him in because he's a big hitter and you'll probably lose him early. So what you do is you push him further down and rather bring in Klaassen earlier. So that's why we need two critical. First of all, our all-rounder was poor. I
Yep.
just think
That
we're
was my point
batting,
number 3.
Who's our all-rounder? Who's our
Parnell.
all-rounder?
Parnell,
He's
he
a-
was ridiculous with the bat.
Like we can't
Yeah.
when we have 4 bowlers, then we have the 5th bowler is a bowling all-rounder. That's a big problem already. Your 5th bowler can't be a
Who
bowling.
is our
You need to be a
all-rounder?
batting.
Like, we've been looking for an all-rounder for who's
Yo.
our all-rounder?
In this
Dwayne.
in this format, it has to be Dwayne. In this format, someone who's
Dwayne
been
Torres.
able to hit the
No
ball.
way.
It's
It has to
Dwayne.
be Janssen. It
But
has to be
also,
Janssen.
it's
I don't know.
debatable. But
Okay, Janssen, I
versus-
think
yeah.
he's too good to bat at 8, but he's not good enough to bat at 7. He's like in between. Like,
Yeah, that's what you want. That's what
but
you
he's
want.
not good enough to bat
It's
at
like
7.
it's like Markham is not good
Then
enough to bat.
can I post a question?
all.
Period. Can I post a question? Do you guys know Cameron Green that plays for Australia?
Yeah.
He's killer seamer and can hit the ball hard. Australia opens with him. Should we not rather take the chance and open with a Janssen who can hit the ball hard, but also bowl? And he's still sort of more of a bowling all-rounder than a batting.
There's a risk there, though.
Don't
why
risk
would
there,
bring up
though.
Mark-
Why
No,
would
so
you
not
not?
Markham.
Why
The
would you
risk-
not bat with? Why would you not do that with Miller then?
No, because
Because
Miller's
Miller
wicket is
doesn't
too valuable.
bowl. Miller
what is
doesn't
this?
bowl.
You
Miller's
can't-
speciality.
Everyone's wicket
Miller's
is too valuable. Everyone's wicket.
No.
If you lose wickets,
There's a
you lose
difference.
games, guys.
There's a difference between having David Miller out
No,
and having Marco Janssen out.
no.
Like-
Listen to me, guys.
Yeah.
If you do that, right, and Miller smashes 40 runs in the first power play, the captain has to change his game plan. He has to go and change his whole game plan. And I'd
Yeah,
like
but
to see a team
if you do
come
that
out
and-
of a 40-run power play over. And if guys are down
But
40
if you
runs, 50 runs,
do that and
from
Miller
Miller.
gets one that swings and he
It's fine. It's
gets
fine.
in
Then
his
we
zone, and now he's
then-
out, then now it's us
It
that have to
doesn't-
change our entire game
No,
plan.
it doesn't matter because we still bring in our number 3. It's the same concept with
But
the
who's our
cock.
number
If
3?
the cock goes out,
The thing is,
If-
if we move Miller up the order, that shortens our already short batting lineup. So I don't want to move Miller there.
doesn't-
I
it
kind of
doesn't
see
really short-
where Matisse is getting with opening with Janssen, but it's the same thing. It's like he can also lose his wicket very
that's
cheaply.
exactly what I'm saying.
then
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
right
but
back
then
to
you
square
still
one.
have Miller. But you still
And
have
he's not a
Miller.
batsman.
Yes,
but
you
the
do
thing
still
is
have
that
Miller. So that's
still
why
have
Janssen
Miller.
makes more sense to me, but I still wouldn't do
no.
it.
You still need to have technique to open the batting,
Yeah,
guys. Because
I'd
when the ball
rather
is
have
swinging,
that.
guys,
Actually-
it's the same argument. You see the Miller argument, guys.
I've
is the
never
same
seen Miller
argument.
open. I don't think
It's-
he wants to
guys,
open, whether it's
Yeah,
T20
I think
ODI.
leave Miller where he is. Because
No.
if you
guys.
need someone in the last 2 overs to win you the game, I want
He-
David Miller.
Mudise
you're gonna
has
bring Temba.
Makram. Mudise
No,
has
I don't
Makram.
have Temba there.
Mudise has Makram to win us the
Depends, right, on
game.
how much you're chasing. It depends on how much you're chasing. If you're chasing 20 in the last 2,
Yeah,
okay with
we
that.
are
Because he can,
we are
because he
gonna
can be a
we
calming
are gonna be
influence,
shit.
and he can be like, you know what,
No,
we don't have
Shiva,
to hit it in the air, that type of
we
thing.
are
But if you
at
need
that
30
point.
in the last two,
At
I
that
want
point,
Miller.
Markram is his best. All you need to do is hit 20 runs of 50 balls. 20 runs of 50
No.
balls and we
There's
win
a
the game.
difference, right?
Because Miller would have
Shiva,
hit 60 in the first power
let me
play.
remind you,
That's where I'm going with this.
Cheese, let me remind you, Markram is the 5th best ODI T20 batsman.
Yeah,
in
I
the
remember you
world.
showed me.
Yeah,
I'm just
I don't know
reminding
how
you.
he
That's
got
all.
it.
Can you show us that in a performance in the World Cup?
Yeah, that's
Can
the
you show us
thing.
that?
You see,
Can you
yeah,
show us that in a performance? Let's stand up in front of my TV at 2 a.m. clap for his 50 runs for Markham.
yeah.
Not when the game is over and it's sealed and all we need is a comfortable 4 runs, 5 runs and over of the last few deliveries. And your partner on the other side is smacking all of the balls anyway.
What's really, really sad, and this only came to me now when you said let's stand up at 2 a.m. I was like, before the game, I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm waking up at 2 a.m. to watch South Africa play Netherlands, to watch this South African
No way.
team play the Netherlands, right? But in 2015 against New Zealand, when it was AB, I was there. Toss,
Yeah.
first ball, everything. I think I got like 3 hours sleep that whole day. I was there. No, sorry. It wasn't against the Netherlands. It was one of the group games. Because then we did play the early game. I was there.
Yeah, and because
We
it probably isn't good because you always lose to the Netherlands and New Zealand.
New Zealand, yes, sorry. But
Yeah.
we don't have that flagship player anymore.
We
And
do.
maybe
Yeah, we do.
Dewald
We have Brevis.
We do. Yeah.
maybe
He's
Dewald
at
can
home.
become that, but we
Yeah.
we cannot say
Wait,
that
but
he is that already.
wait. So you
I'd
guys
rather
just told me
build
that
with
you
Dewald than with
wait. You see,
Yeah,
Kolani, this is my
fine.
problem.
No, but you don't
This
build
is
a
my
team
problem,
around
guys.
Dewald now.
This is my problem, Kolani, with
Wait,
Shiva and
I
Budis.
want to hear
They just
Cheese.
told us that Miller's wicket is a prized wicket, but we don't have a marquee player.
No.
Then why are you
There's
guys
a-
protecting Miller?
No, there's a
Why are you
difference between
pushing?
no. There's a difference between Miller, who's a very good player, and someone who's a prize player. Like, as much as we rate Miller,
like Josh
he's a
Butler.
No, when we
Virat
came into this
Kohli.
tournament, our inform and marquee batsman was Miller.
Yeah,
He
but
was
I'm not
going
gonna
to.
wake
He
up
was
at 2
our.
a.m. to watch David Miller.
And Riza.
Oh well, don't tell me about
Andrews.
someone who doesn't play. You don't tell me about someone who doesn't play.
Okay.
Yeah,
But I'm
Do
just
we all
saying.
agree that Riza should be playing? That
he
it
should
should
be
be
playing.
Riza and Quinny.
It's criminal. It's criminal that
criminal
he's
that
not
Right.
playing.
Yeah, that we can all agree. Yeah.
So
Pretty
so if we want to protect the wicket, Miller's wicket, it makes no sense for us to then go and
Jeez,
disregard.
but Miller doesn't open in any formats in
Yeah, 'cause-
IPL, in ODI. So do you think it's not him
It's-
saying that he knows his playing style? I mean, there was a game in the 2021 where he came in, and I think, who were we playing? And he came in and he was batting with Rabada. And he came out and he hit 3 sixes and we won that game. I must check who we were playing, and that's the type of batsman that he is. He's a big hitter who wants to come in, the end, the ball is rough, he's just going.
Yeah.
He doesn't care.
I think
He's
that's-
just going.
That's the one aspect of our game where we can compete with the best teams in the world. So don't change that.
Yeah.
Rather
Yeah,
build around
bro.
that.
Yeah.
It's like-
What
It's like, okay, it's like this, right? It's like this. It's like saying Liverpool have a problem with our midfield. Mo Salah
talk
has been
about
amazing this season. Let's
Not Liverpool.
put Mo
Liverpool
Salah
is
in
a bad
midfield.
example.
wait, Salah
Liverpool
has
is
been
bad.
incredible. Way.
That's basically what Cheese is saying, right? Mo Salah has been amazing. Let's put him in midfield to solve the problem in midfield. It's not going to solve the problem. Opening with Miller
it's-
is not going to solve the problem.
Has
Yeah.
Salah been
I'm not-
amazing? But okay.
I'm just saying, if the real definition of madness is keeping on trying the same thing over and over again and
Yeah, but
expecting
you're
a
not.
different result.
You're changing,
And
you're
this,
taking
what
what's
South Africa
good
is doing.
and you're changing the rest,
No,
right?
yeah,
Timber,
it's
gone
good, but
for
it's not
Riza.
winning us anything. It's good, but it's not winning us anything. Man
Yeah,
City
but so
play football
you don't
without a false
change
nine,
what's
but it's
good
not going to win us a
and leave
Champions
what's
League. Then
bad.
you get a striker.
You get Haaland.
You guys think you
You
winning the
go and get a
Champions League this
striker.
season? You guys think you winning
Well,
Champions League this
we have
season?
we have a better chance because we have someone who wants to score a ball
I'm
and
asking-
not the whole
It's a
team
yes or
wanting
no
to pass.
question. It's a yes
I
or
think we
no
have a good
question.
chance. Oh no, it's
Aye.
yes. It's yes. It's yes. We
Okay.
always have a chance
Are you
Okay.
of
are
winning
you
the
If
championship.
beating
anything,
Madrid?
I admire. Look, I don't want to talk
Uh,
about Madrid. We're talking about cricket right now.
Yeah, and it's not a
But
good idea,
I
especially
admire your confidence. I admire your confidence.
especially especially when there's a guy who doesn't like defending back post. There's a guy who has a problem with back posts in your team, so it's gonna be a long night.
Look, I'm okay.
Woo!
Honestly though, on that topic, I think if it was the other way around, if we played in Madrid first and Anfield second, I'd be very confident of going through. But because it's
No,
Anfield first and Madrid second,
Madrid will
not
eat you, whether it's
not happy.
Anfield, whether it's St. Bernabeu. But I don't want to
That's
talk football.
FNB Stadium. It doesn't matter.
Even the
But
Orlando Stadium,
at least
the
Kunat is
Kuala
back, man.
Stadium,
At
they
least Kunat
will.
is back.
Look, let's
Even
just
if
see.
he's
February is a long time
Even if
away.
he's
Let's just see.
Bazobashaya.
Let's just see.
Yeah.
Let's
Ooh.
just see what happens.
Just
Look,
pray
I still
Benz
think
gets injured at the World Cup.
He's not.
Isn't he already injured?
He is already. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
so
injured. He wasn't
that
playing.
man
He
was
wasn't
hit.
playing. They
It's a
lost
hip
yesterday
injury.
against Rayo Vallecano.
Yeah, I
He
left it
wasn't
at
there.
2-2.
They
Yeah, I was
lost.
watching the
Okay.
game. They got a pin in the
So-
last few minutes.
So,
Ish.
guys, who's winning this World Cup?
Yeah, I was about to ask that question in closing. What
I'll
do you
tell
guys
you.
to be completely honest, I've only watched the South African game. So, but New Zealand are doing pretty well.
I
Yeah.
also think New Zealand will win it.
Do you
think
know-
New Zealand will win?
Do you know when Pakistan get a lifeline in World Cups, what they do?
Yeah, that's very true. That is very true.
Once they get a lifeline,
uh,
once Pakistan get a
Pakistan-
lifeline in a World Cup, bro.
They choked.
That's very
Pakistan
true.
always go
2021
to the World
Cup.
Cup in a hole like this, and then they go into the final and win it. If
That's
they win
very
it,
true.
they go
They
to
lost
a
to
final.
Okay,
Australia.
Are we saying the winner of New Zealand and Pakistan wins the World Cup?
Yes, that I would say, because it's
Yeah.
it's England and India. But look, you can't write off Suraya Kumaya Yadav.
Oh,
he can win.
Suryakuma
He can win
Yadav.
this. Hey, he hit some other
That
six
guy-
there against
that guy-
Zimbabwe. I said, woo!
That man, bro, and that poor gum that he's eating. I'm telling you, bro, that gum is that man comes in there, he's not playing, he doesn't, his helmet is on, his gloves already on, he's already waiting for the bat, he's telling the guy to come bowl. And you know when that guy's telling you to come bowl, he's smacking you out the park, dude.
Yeah.
That
Chief, he
guy,
hit some
and
other six. I said, aye.
yes, he's incredible. I think there was a guy who bowled the ball, tried to bowl it short. He stood still and he just smacked it, and he smacked that ball for six. Over deep backward point. I was like, there's no way, dude. He didn't move. He didn't move a muscle. Literally just lifted his back and he smacked that ball. I was like, we need those sort of people. We
had
come
that sort of people, and we still didn't win anything. So
Yeah.
Maybe we should address what we should be addressing here, man. Maybe we should have had Faf playing this World Cup.
how is that
No,
what we
he
should
quit.
be addressing?
Quit. We don't ask people who quit. to
He
come
didn't
back.
quit. He didn't quit. He hasn't retired from white ball cricket. He hasn't.
Wow.
It's
Doesn't
time,
he
my
have-
brother.
does he have
I
any
don't
problems?
He
know.
retired from Test. Chief, at some point in a World Cup, you need some level of experience. 2021, we didn't have him when he was on form. 2022, we didn't have any of our players stepping up, Chief. You had Riley Rousseau hit 100 in one game, and then all the other games focus. You had QDK, who came in 46 against Zimbabwe, sharp rained out. Then he got 64 against another team, then delivered nothing after that. We had Markram, who got the 50, was it against India? Same with Miller. Same with Miller. And then after that, Foko. So across the board, and I've always said this, even when we discuss Test Cricket X, I've always said our biggest problem is that the teams that we play against always have, they always are able to bat deep and deep up to number 8, up to number 9. For us, once in this World Cup, once we got to Stubbs, I knew it's over.
Yeah.
Once
So
we
I don't
got
have
to
a
Stubbs,
problem though
I knew.
with our.
Nah, I have a big problem.
Like,
with
It's that bowling all
No,
around.
no, no. So
Big problem.
I don't think a number 8 is a bad batsman for a number 8, and I don't think a number 9 is a bad batsman for a number 9, right?
If they
But
were
I
giving
think a
us
number
13 every game, then I would agree with you. But you play in India, who their number 8 is capable of giving you 20, capable of giving you 30, or
I
6
think-
balls, or
I think
5
Keshav
balls.
can do it,
We
though.
don't have that.
My problem is our number 7, right?
He's a choke.
I don't think.
I agree.
I think
Oh, no.
whoever we
Oh,
bat
no,
at number
God.
7, all of our options at number 7, they are all very good number 8s, right?
Yeah.
But they're not number
I
7s.
cut. All of them
That's
are
just how I think. Like, if Parnell was batting at 8, I'd be a lot more comfortable.
Yeah.
But because he's at 7, I think that's one too high.
Yeah.
Even Keshav, I'm okay with him at 8, but I don't want to see him at 7. Same with Janssen. I don't want to see him at 7.
So
Aye.
we never really
So
replaced
who's at
Morris.
7?
That's
We
the
never really
problem.
replaced Morris.
That's the problem. Who's at 7? Do we play?
Yeah, we didn't.
I don't know.
We
Do
didn't
we
replace
split the
Morris.
5th bowler? We didn't replace Morris. Do we split the 5th bowler between Markram and someone else?
Yeah, but Markham bowls
But
pie. He chucks pies.
Yeah, like, and
Fucking
lengthen
pie
the
chucker.
batting lineup. Like,
This guy hates Makram, bro. Don't even bring Makram
Makram.
up, bro. He does not want Makram.
Bro, the guy
breathing
chucks pies,
cricket.
and then, you want to hit him so badly because he's chucking a pie, and you miss it,
I-
and then people think
I
he's a good bowler.
firmly believe though that Markram over is the over that swung it in the India game.
Yeah,
I also
that's what I'm
think
saying.
so. And I
That's
said
what
we
I'm
could
saying.
bowl Markram,
I said
and they
it to you.
bowled Ashwin, and Ashwin got hit
That-
for 2 6s, and Markram went for 4 or 5 in his over.
Yep.
5 runs.
Because
Five.
you want to hit
When
him
he's
so
over.
badly, because he's bowling so many steak and kidney pies, and you're like, I want to smack it, and you like double step and you
Shams
miss
is
it.
bowling pies, man. Shams is
Oh,
bowling
Shamsi-
pies.
Shamsi's just wobbling on the pitch, bro.
Shamsi is
That
a
guy-
professional cricketer. And
That guy should not
and
be. He's
yet-
not a professional sportsman. Nje. He can't look like that and be a professional sportsman, bitch. He can't. Guy needs to hit his gym. He needs to take us seriously as a country. He needs to take us seriously as a country. He needs to wake up and run a 5K. He can do so much better for himself, Ndana, if he just laid off the pies or
Pies.
McDonald's or whatever, bro. But honestly, like if that guy worked on it to get himself into tip-top shape, how many people? We don't have many people who can bowl like him. But he
Chief, he
takes that
must
for
just learn how
granted.
to also hit the ball.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
can't
yeah,
hit
that's
the
like-
damn ball.
Yeah, you see,
That's-
Bro,
that's-
he can't
you know why?
hit it.
You know why?
Hit.
You know
like,
why?
Jeez, like
know why?
just. Gah.
When it's after training and they say no, it's lunch. He's the first one there. First one there. He needs to be the
That's
last one
question.
there. To bet.
Chief, but
Question,
that has
right?
nothing
Like-
to do with technique
No, dude.
of hitting.
No, dude.
Hit
You
the
need
ball.
to-
Hit
Bro,
the
bro,
damn ball.
If you can't bet, dude, you need to spend more time betting against the machine, bitch. The machine comes,
Chief.
you practice on your technique.
But
bitch.
you must hit the
spend
ball
more
with
time
that
doing-
machine. Jeez, he must
Yeah.
hit the ball. He's not
But he
hitting
doesn't
the
do it.
ball.
He doesn't
He
do
can't.
it. He doesn't. When he gets to training, only thing he does that googly of his, practice that googly, and he goes home. If he
Jeez.
spends
So,
more time,
on-
if he spend more
on
time
left
trying
He
to
arm
must
put effort.
never be called up for the Proteas again. He can't hit the ball.
Yeah.
He's a professional cricket player. Yes, he's a spin bowler. By profession, he's a leg spin bowler. Yes, but he must hit the ball. Surely he went through high school not only spin bowling, he had to bat.
You know,
Aye.
he played
So-
13 for Parktown Boys. Usham.
Ah, makes sense.
I
Makes sense.
read
Perfect sense.
something about
Probably would have
Malinga.
played fourth team for Northcliffe.
Yeah.
So I read something about Malinga, right?
Yeah.
He was he went to this like amateur slash semi-professional cricket team, and they were playing action cricket, and they could not get him out. He was such a good batsman that they could not get him out, right? But when you watch him batting at international level, you're like, I'm a better batsman than this guy,
Yeah.
right? The jump is that big. So
I
Shamsi,
agree.
maybe he's decent.
But,
Maybe he's
but
decent.
Malinga could hit a ball at least one or two.
Yeah, if
balls.
it was in his arc, yeah. If it was in his arc, it was gone.
In
for
In
Malinga.
your arc, whether Shamsi in your arc out ball.
Wait, does he
Yes.
even have an arc? What is his arc?
Yeah,
Does he have
that guy
does he
can't.
have
I
an arc?
everywhere it's
Shiva.
just a golf
You
swing.
bowl
And
anyway.
he comes in, and have you seen him walk on the pitch like he's gonna do something? Yee!
No,
That guy, yo.
I think Budisa, you're a very optimistic person. When I look at Shamsi, By that time, my TV's already off, so I can't even see him walking on. I don't think I've ever seen him walk on the pitch. Because
I'm
if
just
that
like,
guy's
it's
coming into
over.
bed, the game's already says leave. But definitely, we're not coming back from that game. But
So
that's what I'm
how
saying. That we need to take.
effective, like on a tactical level, how effective is a left arm spinner turning a ball into a right-handed batsman in cricket? Because I don't think it's that effective in tests. Well, it's not effective in tests.
Can I give you my South African answer?
Yeah.
I don't think, and I get the concept of having a leg spinner in your team, right? But I think South Africa needs to accept that that's not our strong point. Our strong point is pace bowling and medium pace bowling, because I'd rather have two bowlers that bowl similar to Lungi, that can bring, that have that lethal slow
Variation.
ball technique,
Peshawar.
the variation. That's the word.
Yeah,
No,
Yes,
I don't want
yes,
Pishkai on
thank
the
you.
team.
That's
I don't
Khua.
want Adil.
That's Khua.
You know
Adil
what,
has had his
Pesh?
chance.
No,
Adil has had his chance. Adil has had his chance.
Pesh,
He's
guys.
had his chance.
Pesh,
but wait,
Pesh,
but wait,
and
but
Pesh
wait,
can hit the
wait.
ball,
Let me
guys.
finish my point.
Yeah.
My point. I also don't want Andile. Sorry.
Ah, you guys don't like Pesh. That guy can hit a ball, guys.
And,
Pesh.
yeah, but he can also cost you 64 runs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
He
good.
can also cost
Rabada,
you.
Rabada cost us 64 runs.
Yes,
Yeah, but
Consistently.
Rabada
fair enough.
can also
But
take
we also
5 wickets
know
in an over.
exactly.
Yeah.
We also
Yeah,
know that Rabada can turn the game.
Pesh can hit 30 runs.
No, he can't. In one every
Ah,
8
Pesh.
games, yes.
Wait,
One
Pesh,
every
Pesh.
8
hold on.
games. One every
Nah,
8 games.
I don't. No,
One
no.
Pesh.
every 8 games.
For me, he's had
Or
his
maybe
chance.
20 games. Yeah,
He's had his
sorry.
chance. Like we need to
Andy's
move on
time
from
is
that
up,
now.
bro.
Yeah.
Andy's time is up. So, but to answer your question, I would rather have somebody who can come and do that, which I liked about Pretorius, because he's also got a lot of variation, which makes it tricky for the batsman. And that's how he was able to play so well in the IPL, in all these T20 or short format
So is he
games
also
around the
injured?
world. So,
Is that why he didn't play?
yeah, he's injured. Yeah,
Okay.
Janssen replaced him in the team. So for me, Chief, until we find another Imran Tahir who can actually bowl spin bowling, get us the wickets, not cost us
And
a lot
good
of runs, and
variation.
be able, to give us 5-10 runs, then yes. And I think we slept on Pangiso. As a nation, we slept
Yeah.
on Aaron Pangiso. Tell me a
Yeah.
better spin bowler after Imran Tahir than Pangis. I'll wait.
I mean, Keshav has the most test wickets for a spinner, so I'm gonna throw that
Yeah,
name
but-
in there.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but I
Keshav
mean-
can
Not
also
in
score,
T20s.
can get you
Yeah.
7 runs in test, 7 wickets in a test game for 120. I mean,
Ah,
come on, guys.
But clearly,
Yeah.
your Proteas team, there's players who are protected. Clearly, the guys like Pangiso and
Yeah, that's
Reza
what- exactly.
aren't going to get their chance
Exactly.
to prove.
What about
that they
Hammer?
can.
For me,
What about Hammer
I-
in a because
maybe
he does have a bit of a
maybe
okay.
test, maybe test,
Nah, but
because he can
yeah,
bat.
test
He can bat a
because
bit.
he
Yeah.
doesn't have much variation in his spin for T20.
He just wears sunglasses.
Yeah, and he looks cool. It's like
That's it.
it's
Fuck
like
off. He
Kyle.
offers us
Kyle from
nothing.
Street Fighter. It's like Kyle from Street Fighter.
He's like Sisanda Makala. I like that guy, but he just seems to have an attitude problem. That guy, Chief.
Yeah, I just don't think he has
Like
enough
they-
variation for T20. In any case,
But they're always dropping him whenever he's
Either way,
playing.
right? Either way,
He's either
either
not
way,
coming to training or something.
either way, we should have been smart enough to, after the first 2 games, not even our 2 games, the first 2 games in this World Cup, we should have been smart enough to see that the spinners are getting hit.
yeah,
All of them, everything, even Ashwin got hit, right? At that point, we should be looking at our team and going, yes, Keshav is vice captain. Yes, he's a good spinner. Yes, he's probably our best spinner, but do we need to play a spinner? Is the opportunity cost of not having a proper, another seamer or even another batsman and just like chucking a few to mark
Shiva,
up?
but
the
we had 4
conditions-
seamers. But we had 4 seamers though.
But Chief, we could have done with a Janssen. I would have rather
I think we could
5
have.
seamers
5 seamers. I think it would have made a difference.
Then have Shamsi and then have Ulo, Ukesh, personally. The conditions were in our favor, Chief.
Yeah.
The conditions were in our favor. And it allows us to bat even much deeper. So if you drop Shams, you bring in Janssen. You drop
What
Cash, you
happened to
bring in
Janssen
Reza.
anyway?
You change the batting lineup. Chief, yeah, man. X, my time is gonna smack me now, ne?
Oh yeah. I know. Yeah, guys. Yeah, pretty much. Even on my end, 7:30. Yeah, is the time where I need to head out.
So
And in closing, guys, we all agree that New Zealand are gonna win the World Cup. Oh,
Well, I say
I
Pakistan.
think okay. So I think New
Iftikhar.
Zealand, yes, but Pakistan just don't write them off.
all right.
Iftikhar. Iftikhar.
when you play Pakistan, you have one job that South Africa couldn't do.
Take
Catch the
out
ball.
power.
Get Baba, get Rizwan. Done.
Good
Yeah,
luck trying to
You have
get
to
them
catch the
out.
ball.
Oh,
yeah.
but Chief, we've seen their performances. We've
Yeah,
seen the decision making.
your team couldn't get them out.
Yeah,
That's
we
why they
got them
lost.
out. No, we got
Them
them
out.
out. We
It was
couldn't get
everybody else
shut
that
up
was the
out.
problem.
Yeah.
It was everybody else but those two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the
Because
problem.
why? We thought we
Iftikhar.
got them, and then we said, all these others are swag. Hey, and they showed us.
Yo, and they
Ah,
showed us flames, bruh.
Iftikhar.
And they
Guys,
showed us
oh, I'm
flames.
telling you. But anyway,
But anyway, guys, thank you so much for availing yourselves. Guys, please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. This is Easy Sport, and we out. Paga, paga for
Cheers,
life.
guys.
champs. Up
Cheers,
the Parks,
cheers.
MCNA champs.
Yeah.